All right. Welcome everybody to episode 9 of Arthritis, closing in on that elusive number 10. Although technically this is our 10th episode, but never mind that.
Special guest of T-Man.
Say what now?
With special guest of T-Man.
Yeah. Hi, T-Man. Usually we do introductions at this point, but Fenner got ahead of himself there. Before the introduction this time, I just wanted to do the slightest of housekeeping segments. Just to mention that you should follow the show wherever you can on the podcast of your choice, the Podbean website, on YouTube, on the Arthritis channel there, or join up on the Discord just to ask us questions and suggest who we interview, which topics we talk about, and stuff like that.
And we even have a Twitter now.
Yeah, we even have a Twitter, which finally works after I did a bit of a Lafongo mistake there. So I was entering the birth date of the Twitter account, and I erroneously entered the date of Arthritis' birth. And 2 seconds later, the Twitter account was banned because it was under Lafongo age, or I think it said specifically less than 13. So it was deemed that a toddler of 3 months could not create a Twitter account.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I got it back, so the Twitter account's up and running. So join that as well for the very fastest update on Arthritis. And another point of interest to some people, I'm gonna shout out Max28 here because he's the only name that springs to mind. But we do have some Arthritis T-shirts with front and back logos, which just come in contact with us in any way, and we'll ship them out for a small fee, so you can support your favorite podcast like a true fan. All right, I think that's it for the housekeeping, unless there's anything else.
Buy that swag.
Yeah, get the swag, guys. Right, today's question. Can I get a drum roll or something? No? Yeah, that's just 1 quarter cringe or something. So we go around the room introducing ourselves. So by name, I'll start at the bottom, which is me, Sargoth, or Marius. Also, thanks, Joe, for putting the jingle in the last episode.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed that. So the question this time is the last time you won something. And luckily for me, I happen to have right here. I'll be sure to send you a picture so it can come up on the Director's Cut edition. I have something here called the Speed Demon RGB Cup August 2018. It is complete with a sadomasochistic troll, like a small toy, that's dressed up in some not safe for work clothing for some reason. That's my trophy for winning the Norwegian Mario Kart 64 time trial contest from last month. So, yeah, I won against a bunch of people who never played Mario Kart before.
Hooray. All right, perfect.
Nice. Always makes you feel good.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, it didn't feel too bad.
All right, well, I'm Lafongo, aka Lafongo. The last time I won something was an MC3 against Carol. Just, I think, about an hour ago. It was the last track of our Project Timmy 2.0 session. If you don't know what that is, you should tune into our channels and watch us be bad at Mario Kart. Alternatively, yeah, absolutely. A more serious prize, I suppose, would be also in August 2018. I got the Prix du Mérite, or the Merit Prize, from CDM for failing to get top 10.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah.
So hi, I'm KVD, aka Karel. I was gonna ask what the conditions were of winning something. Was it going to be serious or not? But Lafongo kind of touched upon that already.
You're
right.
welcome.
So I guess the last thing that of sort of serious nature that I actually won was the Dutch Open of SMK back in 2016, where actually also Christian Wild, Matt Ballard, Martin van Hafteren, Aaron, Gerard, and MJ also joined. So I think that's it. And if we're talking about CDM, famously, I've never actually won a gold medal there, except in 2012, the NTSC time trial 1 try. So we would have to go 6 years back for that.
That's a bit of a fringe
NTSC, I don't know about that.
It's an unofficial competition.
It was official.
Side
It was officially a gold medal. So
A side event. It doesn't count for the stats.
I am of the opinion. I am of the opinion, like others in this show, that the NTSC version is actually the superior version.
Word to
Yeah,
your mother.
but
Yeah.
As it stands, CDM is still exclusively PAL.
No, not for that year.
As far as the books go. Your gold is still off the books.
I think it's a fair shout, Carol. I'll remember the NTSC time trial goal.
If you won't, I will.
Right, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Joe Reinreb, aka Joe Reinreb, and the last thing I won actually was 2 days ago. I joined. I don't know if you guys know who Austin is, Austin Perot, but he was on Discord and he invited me to play Jeopardy with a bunch of eliters. I never met them before. I had no idea who they were, and I joined mid-round, and I ended up winning the first game of Jeopardy between the 6 or 7 people. So that was pretty cool. It's not like official, but it was something that I just happened to pick up and win.
Yeah, I feel like
funny.
Jeopardy.
Carol's one was sort of more official, but that's a nice niche win there, Joe. I like it.
Actually, as it happens, Lafango also won a Jeopardy game recently. Except it was only against Dutch opponents who had no idea what the questions were about.
That's right. And we were playing the N64 version of Jeopardy, which is very US centric.
Nice.
In so much so that you had the world geography questions, and then the American geography questions. But if you selected the world geography questions, they were still asking questions 90% about stuff that is located in the USA.
Correct.
That is the world, though, to some people.
As it should be.
So yeah, enough said about
It's a
that.
little bit of a bias.
Yeah, a little bit. No.
Oh, hello. This is Fenner Guy 1992, also known as Terrence Fenner, and I'm the creator of the T-Man Show. Pretty ill-fated. The last time I won something serious was during the Super Famicom tournament on 2017. That was last year around November. Super Mario Kart, I dethroned my 2-year title on Super Famicom Super Mario Kart Champion. And another time that I won on a Mario Kart tournament was yesterday evening in Southwest Charlotte, Presley Road. It was mostly a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. It's only 6 people there, and I actually throw them in the water in Mario Kart. I actually beat them up, and I was planning on going to a CDM, but one of these days, but I never made it because I was super busy on school and work, and I was planning on doing so when I have the chance, more likely next year. So I'll probably see you guys in person.
2019,
And
baby.
2019.
2019, man, my big plan right here.
Perfect.
Excellent.
There's a very good chance I'll see you at the CDM 2019 as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we just got Zarkov joining us right now.
Oh, spoilers.
Need some
Oh,
help.
hey guys.
Oh, hey, sir.
Yeah, Clarkov, welcome. So,
Well.
today's question, you just missed it, but I'll let you in.
Oh,
And this is going to be interesting, I think, asking you this, but what was the last time you won something?
The last time I won something, that would be 2 years ago. I won the fantasy football at my work.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Right.
Big win.
Yeah. Simple as that. But it isn't like the American one. It's like, I don't know if you're like, Carol might know about it, but you just sort of get points for various, for goals and assists and stuff like that. There's no sort of draft. It's complicated and fun, but boring to talk about. But yeah, I won that 2 years ago, I think.
I joined those, but I would lose to a monkey.
Yeah, I know. It is a mug's game. It's a mug's game, I swear. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, hello.
I think those were the introductions. I'm sort of disappointed, Fenner, that you didn't go through the list of nicknames for yourself, because I think there are quite a few. Stopping only at
What are
2.
you talking?
Well,
What do you mean?
there's T-Man, Fenner Guy, Ghetto Carter. I'm sure I'm missing a
Yeah,
few.
T-Man's my nickname. Ghetto Carter 1992 is actually one of my screen names, but now I kind of switch it to Fenner Guy just because it's more authentic. And Fenner Guy Reloaded is just the same as Fenner Guy, but a backup channel, my YouTube channel, and Fenner Guy 1992 is like my my gamer tag or something. That makes
All
sense.
right. Yeah, I've been using Sargal since '98, but I see what I've been doing wrong. I need one for
Sargoth
each occasion.
Reloaded when?
Yeah, when? I don't. I don't know. Let's hold our breath. Yeah. So we do what we normally do here. Some news from the world of gaming.
I actually
always...
have some news from the world of gaming.
Is it about your Super Nintendo, Clark?
No, it's not about my Super
God
Nintendo,
damn it.
but it's very loosely related to gaming in a way, and it ties into the question you just asked me because I'm actually lying in bed. I'm a bit hungover. I'm actually really hungover. And last night, me and my friends, we got together. We just had a a day at the pub, drinking, whatnot, watching football. And we went back to my friend's house and we played a game of drinking FIFA. I don't know if you've ever played this.
Yes, I have. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's horrendous and horrible. But I won that competition we had yesterday. There was only 4 of us. And so, yeah, basically, if you concede a goal, you have to do a shot or something. If you get an offside, if you get a red or a yellow card, and then if you lose the match, you have to do another shot. Thankfully, I won the tournament, but my friend Jamie, he got absolutely destroyed.
Wow.
It was tough for him, but yeah. So anyway, that would be the last thing I won, and it's gaming. So there you go, sorted.
Gaming news, people.
Yeah. Marius is speechless, I can tell.
Yeah, I have no words for that. No. No. I was gonna start with Nintendo games this time.
So the Batman NES record, it was taken down, I think, from 958 to 956, which is very fast. And it used to be held by Dexter, and now I think ND Swede has finally taken it back. So it's a battle of the Swedes for the lowest NES record for Batman.
Oh, cool.
And I don't exactly know if there's like a strategy change. I think that he just happened to get a very quick run. And at the very end, he did the Batman, the Joker glitch, where it saves about 2 seconds. And I think that was the only thing that really kind of changed in the run.
Yeah, it's a cool game, but what I remember from watching high-level speedrunning is that there's a lot of item luck. You need the correct drops, otherwise the run is just over.
Absolutely. Yeah, they have to use a method to kind of limit the lag, and to do that, you have to use the item that takes like 3 out of your weapon inventory, as opposed to the punch, which is free, and the gun, which is like 1. So yeah, it's real. Or the batarang only takes 1. So yeah, it's really intensive when it comes to items, and so the runs can be kind of lackluster. But when you get the good run, then it's really fun to watch.
It's an extremely accurate speedrun, though. The jump timings and stuff are so much harder than it looks.
Yeah. The mechanics are really kind of interesting. It feels kind of fluid, but like when you play it, it's very interesting.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Also, when I heard you say the record went from 958 to 956, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and Mario Kart terms, that's like, yeah, but they're both sub 10. What does it matter?
Well, they've been duking it out for a while. Yeah.
Why continue?
I think because Endy just thought he can get a better run than Dexter did for his 958.
I'm sure that's why. I'm just saying like, Super Mario Kart, it's all about the barrier and nothing else.
Yeah, that's true.
Mario Kart is life.
A little bit. It doesn't pay my bills, but it may for some.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I think Neo is sort of sponsored in some extent.
It doesn't pay his bills, just his travel stuff, maybe. I don't know.
It's better than nothing.
I'd be surprised already if they paid for his travel expenses for stuff.
Well, I know for a fact they did it at least once. But yeah, I don't know if that's an ongoing deal. In other gaming news, the Donkey Kong Country 2 any% world record was beaten this week by a guy called Krypton. And it stands at 38 minutes, 33 seconds now. So that means the domination of Void, who recently got Donkey Kong Country 1, is over in that game. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Was his reign long lasting?
Quite, yeah. And he's probably gonna take it back because he is by far, well, considered the strongest Donkey Kong 2 player out there. Just that he's focusing on the other 2 games in the trilogy at the moment.
I'm gonna guess 1 and 3. Like Donkey
Yes.
Kong.
Yeah. He's now playing Donkey Kong 3 after getting the Donkey Kong 1 record like a month ago or so.
Oh, nice.
But the activity level is still pretty high in Donkey Kong Country. That is neat.
Especially now, yeah, indeed.
Yes, I pop by and watch a run every so often. It's a bit grindy though, because it's like 20 minutes, and do you get the jump roll? Do you not? Okay, back to square one. That's for Donkey Kong Country 1, by the way. I'm not sure how the infinite rolls are on number 2, Carol. I forget.
Neither do I.
Right.
No.
Okay, so they are in the game. I wouldn't even know that. Anyway, to our dear friend and pal, Scow B. That's my new favorite nickname in the entire Super Mario Kart world. Entire world, probably. So, Scoob has been playing NTSC SMK now since this is about the time of year when people transition back to NTSC, I feel.
September, September, October is called the start of NTSC season, yes.
Yeah. CDM is all gone and people are wanting to go back to the good version of the game. Kappa.
Exactly.
Semi-Kappa. Not so much Kappa.
And I'm still going back to... And I still got my PAL cartridge, so I'm probably going to play a little bit of PAL in the future.
But we're
all
that's
playing
NTSC now,
CDM.
Fenner.
No, but see, in the States, it's PAL season now.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, I need a Super
Different
Bowl.
hemisphere.
So he's been playing Grand Prix 150cc. He's trying to take down... I don't know how long the record has been standing, but it's Takahashi, right? Has the record for quite some time.
Yes, but there's breaking news on that front.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Well, allegedly, and I'm opening his stream now to verify this, but allegedly, Scoob has just beaten Takashi's world record
Wow.
by 3 seconds.
That didn't take long.
I just saw him reset like half an hour ago.
I'm not surprised.
That's how long the run is.
Literally live.
Scoob is a monster.
Yeah, that's what the timer says.
Wow.
He's the
On
new
his stream.
Carol.
Just opened up right now.
Do you have the time?
30:54.
Wow.
Wow.
So 3-second improvement.
Scalby does it. All right,
Yeah.
that took him 2 days.
Indeed.
Or,
Big grind.
yeah, big grind. Well, congratulations to Scoob on live on the air there.
Scalby.
Scalby boys.
So he actually, that nickname is of his own volition, because he mistyped his name when he did a donation to the Midwest Speed Fest when he wanted to contribute to Dan's
Did he
run.
though? Was that actually a mistype?
I think the I know at least that the announcer at that marathon called him Scouby.
That's true.
And then I seem to recall something along the lines of Scoop typing in chat that I typoed on my name, so that's why that happened. But
Oh, okay.
if I'm wrong about that, do tell me, Scoop. And yeah, congrats on the record, poor Takashi.
I watched that.
Well,
How?
but, you know,
Like,
Takashi
I
still
was-
has the non-NBT world record.
right.
So, do we want to mention anything about Takashi's run before we move on? Because I think when I last saw it, it was pretty item heavy, but not a lot of NBTing anywhere. I think it was just a non-Nubusan technique, just consistent from start to finish type of a run, right?
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask, like, how I haven't watched his record. How maxed is it? I mean, I don't want to poo-poo it, but the fact that Scoops has been in 2 days.
I don't think there's a thing such as maxed in the Grand Prix in that way.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like.
For non-NBT, it's just very solid. I think there's like 2 minor mistakes in the whole run, and the items are pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I remember from it, at least, yeah.
I would like to point out though that it's played with a controller that is not Pro ZZ, Pro MBT, but it's not a non-MBT run because he is doing boosts that are off-road. Just,
But they're
Wow.
built in the
they
traditional...
are not built with zigzags, but
Yeah,
on
yeah.
NTSC Grand Prix,
Oh, right, yeah.
you often don't even need zigzags to get boosts. So there's
That's
still
true.
a lot of boosts in the run. It's a pretty strong run with good item RNG and good execution, but
Yeah.
obviously it was still beatable. Yes.
Right. Cool.
Any questions for me?
We'll get to that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just finishing up the world
There's
of.
one other piece of interesting Mario Kart news, not directly related to the content of the episode, and that's from Double Dash. So today, I think it was today.
It's pretty huge, actually.
Yeah, a new shortcut or glitch was landed in Double Dash for the very first time.
Yeah, we were going to touch on this, Lafango. I hope you have some insight because I just heard and didn't sort of get into it.
Yeah, so I don't know like all the details, but from what I had been hearing through the grapevine, Goomba had been was interested in finding a new glitch in Double Dash, if at all possible, after he saw Summoning Salt's video on Mario Kart Wii. And he was interested in trying to find out if the checkpoint system in Double Dash works the same way as Mario Kart Wii or some other Mario Kart. And so I think he did some investigation with the help of one or two other people who like are more knowledgeable about like task stuff and using emulators to find checkpoints, checkpoint information, like looking through the actual, what is it, like the code of the game.
I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, and so he posted a video this morning, I think it was, of him landing a new glitch on Mushroom Bridge, which actually involves you driving up the arches on the bridge, if you've played that game at all, and which is pretty fun because normally you never want to go up there because it's extremely slow. But you end up launching yourself off the arch and into the void to respawn and trigger a lap.
I just love that part about that skip, because normally noobs only use those arches, right? But now
I used to use those arches all the time because I thought it's got all the zippers on it, right? So that's going to be the quick one.
Yeah, it's got to be faster.
It's one step upwards from asking which button is gas.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing that it's now in the shortcut strategy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's also very notable because Double Dash has almost no glitches of that kind. This is only the third one to be found. The other two being Waluigi Stadium, which is used with a mushroom, and Bowser's Castle, which is only possible with a blue shell, so not time trial viable.
Right. I have one single thought on that topic as to why MK Double Dash has some few shortcuts, and that is no jump button.
In part, yes, but I also think it has to do with the checkpoint system. Yeah.
So how does that work? Because I think that's one of the things Goomba set out to figure out, because it wasn't necessarily well understood or looked into.
From what I can tell, he still hasn't really figured it out. I think he was getting really confused and frustrated by the way the checkpoints were working, because I think he kept having like new ideas for what worked and what didn't, and then he would check he would use like a moon jump code to check these things, and it just wouldn't work. So I think he doesn't know either yet.
So exactly what does the shortcut do on Mushroom Bridge?
So you turn around right at the end of the first lap, and you like go into the corner of the track right before the finish line, and you need to snag like the corner, like where the arch of the bridge connects with the track, and you fire a shroom, and just as the shroom ends, you need to go off the track and clip the finish line, and then you get respawned behind the finish line, and then you turn around, go up the arch, and jump off at a very specific spot, and clip into the rock that's on the other side of the track, and that triggers a checkpoint, presumably, and you get dropped back on the bridge at the end of the track, and then you drive into the finish line, and it counts a lap.
So it will definitely produce faster times.
Well, he already has a world record with it, so he beat the existing non-shortcut world record.
Right.
But it saves maybe like 2 seconds.
I have like a hope now that this will usher into a new era of Double Dash. But it's gonna be all Goomba anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't seem very enthused about it when I chatted with him a little bit about it today.
Oh, really?
It seems really obnoxious to pull off. Like it seems extremely precise and not super fun to do. Unlike Waluigi Stadium and Bowser's Castle, which are fairly fun glitches to go for.
Yeah, this seemed a bit more in depth in a way.
Do those other shortcuts, do they count in the time trial page, or is there a separate?
No,
Right,
so
right.
the only, I mean, Bowser's Castle you can't do in time trial to begin with because it requires a blue shell. And the Waluigi Stadium was just discarded by the community as soon as it was discovered because it was the only glitch up until today in time trial.
Right, okay. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I hope Goomba finds some interesting stuff about the game this way. It doesn't
Definitely, yeah.
necessarily have to be just shortcuts either, but having a deep, good look into the game's code and stuff may produce something we never thought about. And
It was quite funny actually because I jumped on his stream quite recently, and he's got, I don't know what program it is, but he just starts flying around the track and just having a look. He presses a button and he just starts flying around
Yeah,
the track.
it's the moon jump code I mentioned.
Right, yeah.
That you can use on
I didn't know
emulator,
that was a thing. Yeah,
and it's just you get gain height by pressing a button.
right.
yeah, that's the standard code for any testing of any game, basically.
Yep.
Right, I had no idea. I just found it quite funny. So I was flying around.
It's just a primitive flight mode.
Right, okay.
So you can check out how checkpoints work and how boundaries work because they're not visible, but by flying you can test it more easily.
Right, yeah, of course.
Right, and I believe Goomba got a new world record since we last aired, but that happens every week, right?
Yeah, we'd waste a lot of time on that if we had to do that every single week.
Yeah. More world records by Goomba.
Next.
It'll be a Goomba
Next.
show.
Next.
No, he got DK Mountain Flap, right?
He did. Yeah.
Good on him. And there were a couple of Mario Kart 64 records.
Really?
I think Vaj came back in the scene.
Yeah, Vash is back in the game. Yo.
Back in the game.
So he got Royal Raceway Lap world record shortcut. And well, before that was also Mario Raceway, but it's already a bit older.
Yeah.
And there was also a big non-shortcut record by Zoran Tintor Zoki on Donkey Kong Jungle Park Labway. So that it's actually such a big cut that I think it hurts Matthias's chances for 32-32.
Well,
He did say something about it. Matthias did.
Exactly. So I think he got hit where it counts, where that's concerned. And Zoki passed Michael Jongerius as a result of this new record for the 4th place overall, finally, after all these years.
To me, that's non-trivial. When you pass MJ, the legend of a full decade or something, where he was number 1.
yeah.
When
And
you
considering
finally
he
pass
hasn't played in so long, right? And he was still 4th.
Well, no longer.
Yeah, well, he was. 5th.
Yeah.
Which is impressive, anyway, considering how long he hasn't played, yeah. And people are still, and it's seen as such an achievement to pass the guy. It just shows his testament to how good he was, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you're as much of an MJ fan as me, Clark.
Yeah, I love me some MJ, but mainly on Mario Circuit 3, not MB3.
Right. Well. Yes. Fair enough.
Too.
Well done to Vaj and Soran. Hope to see more activity there, and I think we may.
Yeah, Vash is still contemplating to go for the shortcut overall title again, to reclaim that from Back Apney, which will require probably a few more world records, or at least PRs. So yeah, I have a feeling he will play a bit more.
I already saw Beck Abney back to doing shortcut time trials now after Y's return.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's interesting for sure.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people are hoping to see Beck Abney back in non-shortcut as well.
Yeah, I'll be one of those guys.
Yeah. Yes.
Very
I think
much so.
The Mull, David Mull, said something to the effect of Beck Abney probably having the highest potential in non-shortcut.
Too bad he's not in North Carolina anymore.
Does that help or somehow detract from his skills?
Yes.
Sort of. Because when I was at the when I used to be in that Mario Kart 64 players page, I think I used to got like a handful of North Carolina State records until Beck Abney just destroyed the competition for North Carolina State. Back then, he lived in North Carolina. Now I probably regained North Carolina unless Josh Lane came back and spit some more fire. I guess maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I don't think he did, but all right.
I think it's kind of interesting when you could just move states and then
Yeah.
be state champion.
yeah.
I mean, I used to be like the Georgia state champion only one time, but now I moved to North Carolina.
You live in Georgia?
I used to back around August 2009 through at least August or September of 2010. I've been to Georgia for only like 14 months, only because of school. I was 17 at the time.
I see.
Exclusive intel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mention one thing before we go into Fenner time, the the portion of the show where we talk to Terrence Fenner for a bit. I just want to mention that Luigi E/O has beaten 7-4, which has been
Much to your surprise.
It's been in the back of my mind for like a month or something. It took 3.5 or 4 days, which is
It's not too bad.
no, it's right around the average actually. So, but I'll tell you why, Carol, because we had the idea that because going right equals reward, it will eventually just loop the maze in 7-4. But the thing is, when you go into the maze, you do not get reward for the X coordinate anymore because you're not technically further ahead in the level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so the readout was a bit different than we thought, which made it much more feasible.
Yeah. Well, that explains everything.
Yeah, that's basically it. So,
But that means it will beat the game because 8-4 will no longer be a problem either.
it's a bit of a different maze style, though.
Nevertheless.
Yeah, I think it's going down. That said, 8-1 has proven a much bigger obstacle than 7-4.
I can imagine that.
So I think we're like 5 or 6 days in now, and the AI has only gotten halfway through 8-1, which is the longest stage in the game.
Well, the hard part is still coming then.
The jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not sure he's passed the jump yet. So yeah, this might be a couple of weeks. He's gonna get it is gonna get 8-1. I hate that I keep saying he. It's not a living matter or male in any way. All right, that's it for gaming news, I think. So, Terrence, this is your time to shine. We'll ask you some question, or you can talk about something that you want to get off your chest, or whichever. Because we haven't really had anywhere in the community a solid interview into the mind of Terrence Fenner, and I think it's way overdue. So here we go.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. Obviously, anyone got a question to fire this off?
I'm sure Carol has a few.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna curve that ball back to Jonathan because he has a question about Super Circuit, I believe.
Ah, yes. All right, sure. So, unfortunately, your main YouTube channel got closed down, and with it, a lot of Super Circuit videos are offline now, aren't available anymore. I was wondering if you still have them.
On the contrary, I think I do have some, but most of them are I had to redo them all over again because most of my records, like my Mario Circuit 1 Retro PR, which used to be a world record, and my sub 48 seconds, 48 seconds, I think, on Retro Vanilla League 1, they're all gone, and I was very mad because as of December 27th, my Gutter Call to 1992 channel has been deleted, and I kind of forgot to download all my Mario Kart Super Circuit video world records, including one Super Mario Kart CR that I still got, and now I have to do this all over again in the heat of combat, and which is going to be a hell of a long time till I regain all my new PRs and everything.
Damn, that sucks. Well,
it does suck big time. And the only record that I got now, which is a pretty weak one, is Shy Guy Beach. Shy Guy Beach, unless if I found a few more.
Can you contact YouTube and just say, hey, can I have my content back? Or I'm not just like get reinstated for that account, but like, you just say, can I have the videos that I uploaded back in my possession?
I think I did, but they're now gone. I'm afraid. Stupid.
Well, if you do find any of your old Super Circuit videos lying around, can you please upload them to your new channel?
I sure will, man.
All right, glad to hear it.
So I think you were talking about your CR on Mario Circuit 1, correct? The 5687?
5687, yep.
Right, yeah. I heard through the grapevine that the cartel, specifically Matt Ballard, has a copy of that video. So you may want to get in touch with him if you want to re-upload it.
Oh, great! Because I wanna talk to him about that too.
Yeah. So and also on that note, your Fenner guy, or I don't know, it's called. I think it's Ghetto Carter 1992, the YouTube channel
Yes.
that got banned or suspended. So you mentioned that you felt gypped in the video.
Yeah.
So, and what I think the question on most of our minds is, what was the content like in the playlist that you got the strike for? Why did you get banned in the first place? Was it copyright infringement, or was it foul language? What was it? What must have been pretty bad, or?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean,
so you got banned from YouTube, and you don't even have you have no idea why.
Maybe it had something to do with copyright infringement, and like a number of copyright notices, probably from Mario Kart DS or something. DS.
I mean, to me, like there hasn't been an instance of people uploaded Mario Kart videos of their PRs and the channel going, right?
I know where you're going with this, and I'm going to cut you off right there and then, because I have a counterexample to that.
Okay.
So, because very recently, within the last week, I attempted to upload on YouTube some old world record videos that I found in Yahoo groups, of all places, for the world record history site. And I uploaded them to my channel, and I immediately got content strikes from YouTube, and my channel got shut down within 10 minutes. So thankfully I was able to appeal that and got my channel back, but that it can happen for Mario Kart videos.
You got like 3 strikes in 1 minute, right?
Yes.
But for me, right, the difference there is that you got yours straight back, like, and you appealed it. So I don't know. This is the conspiracy theorist in me, and I'm not going to beat around the bush here. Fenner has a checkered history in terms of claiming legit times. Is there, Terence, any possibility that you flagged it yourself, so you could claim that it just got taken down, and then you have no access to those videos, and then just claim that you don't know why it got taken down? Is that outlandish to suggest that?
Probably, maybe because I don't know. I mean, maybe because I have like too many. Maybe I have like too many old videos that were like copyright, that were not copyright, but like copyright strikes, and I try to appeal to them, and it gotten ignored. I mean, I think the strikes has been ignored. The strike's been ignored, and then they still did anyway.
So I have another question, which is another theory about it. Did it happen right after you uploaded an episode of the T-Man show?
Yeah, good point, Carol.
No.
Oh.
So I also have a question. From my own personal recent experience, when you get a content strike, they tell you what video you got a strike for. So so surely you know then what videos caused you to get a strike on your channel.
Yeah. So probably just in case from now on, I'm probably going to either do an alternate way to re-upload my videos, just erase the audio completely, or I'm probably going to do a compilation.
But I mean, you know what videos you got strikes for, right? Because they're in the emails that YouTube send you.
No, they didn't. They didn't give me the email for that.
They
That's
can't
really
just take
weird,
down the
then.
channel, can they?
They tell you why your channel's getting closed,
Either
Like,
or he
what
really got
strikes?
gypped.
or yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I got gypped. So
Shame.
Okay.
I think I really want to see those battle mode speedruns back as well. If you still have videos for that.
oh yeah, I got plenty. Oh yeah, I
Okay.
got plenty. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make like a full video on that. I got like 15 clips of it too.
I think
That's
the battle
music to my
mode
ears,
videos.
man. That-
Yeah, those are like the
Of
most
all
wanted videos.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a compilation. I'm gonna make like a full 15 round video on that one.
So, which games are you playing these days, Terrence?
Right now, Smash Bros. Melee, Super Mario Kart, and recently Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, I played that on the Switch.
Is that any good?
Well, that's super good, man. Mario Rabbids?
Yeah.
Addictive, especially when they had that Donkey Kong DLC. That they could have did this a lot. They could have did this a while ago on that one. What they need to do is have Donkey Kong in the Mario world. That'll be even much fun. Four players duking it out instead of just three.
Yeah, I think if Nintendo ever gets into some monetary issues, that's probably gonna happen.
Did you finish Mario Odyssey?
Yes, but I had to collect all the stars.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I finished the game, but I didn't collect all the stars.
Yeah. You're like me. You're calling them stars, but they are moons.
I mean, moons. Yeah,
I've been
moons.
saying stars for like 50 hours before I got used to calling them moons.
Weren't there like 3,000 or something in that game?
It's like 800, right?
Oh, 800. Ridiculous
Yeah.
amount.
How many do you have, Terrence?
I think 200. I
Oh.
don't know.
Still got a ways to go. Good
Yeah.
game, though.
Yeah. Well, I certainly, at the start of that game, thought, oh yeah, I'm going to collect all the moons, stars, whatever. Just like any other Mario game which has had them, which I've played. And then I suddenly saw that there was about 6 billion per level, and I immediately got put off. So I just haven't even bothered. I was like, just got as many as I needed to get and then carried on. So you're still playing SMK then, Terrence, you said?
Yeah, I'm still playing a little.
Which mode?
I was trying to beat my 12668 on Mario Circuit 3, but it's no use. I was trying to do like the PAL strat of most of the old PAL strats that I'm mostly doing instead of hitting the wall. I'm hitting the pipe that I've seen in new strats. I'm probably gonna do like the safer method on Mario Circuit 3.
Yeah, you don't need the pipe boost to beat 126, but if you get like the pipe boost down a little bit, it gives you more potential.
Yeah.
So you may want to try it a little bit at least, especially for the lab.
Definitely.
So are you maintaining a current time sheet for all of your times? Like, because to anyone not aware, you're not allowed on the SMK side, right? Your times don't appear on there anywhere.
Yeah, right. It's a really painful task that I did, and I wanted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be asking. Well, I mean, I don't know if you'll touch upon that at all, but like, I'm not gonna grill you for that. I'm just saying, do you maintain a current timesheet and sort of where you would be ranked on there if you were to be added, say today?
Yeah, probably like 22nd, 23rd at least.
All right, cool, pretty cool.
Okay.
Considering.
Yeah.
One US record, right?
Yeah, and that's Mario Circuit 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The Sami of the U.S.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good to hear. Like, I'd be happy with being ranked 22nd.
And my worst being in Bowser Castle 3.
That's like everybody's
too.
worst track, though.
Yeah, it's a horrendous one. I can't blame you for
My
that.
other bad one is Bowser Castle 2.
Another bad one, yeah.
The whale shark.
Very long track, yes.
Vanilla Lake 1 is not that bad, except my highest was like 51.95, I think. Very weak PR, if you ask me. I don't know how Jamie White did it without MBT. I mean, his PR is like almost unbeatable.
It's
Yeah,
still a world record, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It's one of the
USA
longest standing ones in the game.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
Incredible.
2003, I think.
That's pretty crazy.
Which is insane, isn't it? Yeah, 2003.
It is.
15 years. That's like 10 years older than Lafungo.
And it is still the world record.
Yeah, and shout out to Jamie too, because when I was first starting to play, I remember seeing his times and being like, "No way, that's even possible."
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a crazy good carder.
Yeah, he was like the NTSC Starmie at the time when I joined. He was just like, he was insanely good.
Yeah, and he never dabbled with
back in the early
MBT
days.
either. He kind of just quit right before the surge in popularity of new boosting techniques. So it remains to be seen what he could have done had he played, I guess, into the 2005s, if you will.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I saw him at, I think it was AGDQ this year, playing Spelunky.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he plays these days, and has for a few years now.
So he's still around in terms of gaming, just not in Mario Kart anymore.
I've tried to prod him a couple times to see if he would be interested in coming back to SMK ever, and he's always said no.
No, actually, yeah, he was in my chat a few times when I was streaming, like this year also, but a few months ago. But he always says no.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Same
I
story.
don't think we're going to see him back.
I mean, granted, it has been like 15 years since he last played, so in a sense, it's understandable.
Yeah, and he doesn't like boosting that much. It doesn't
No,
appeal to him.
not at all. He's kind of like the MJ of that regard. Just never picked it up. Although MJ has been playing recently.
And shout outs to Johan as well.
Yeah.
There was one Mario Kart player who inspired me probably the most back then, and that was actually Pierre Louis. I mean,
Yeah. Good shout.
He's probably my biggest inspiration to playing Mario Kart insanely, besides, I think, Sami and a couple others.
It's Card 7, by the way.
Card 7.
That would be his nickname, yeah.
Yeah.
Card 7 is probably my biggest inspiration on Super Mario Kart and Super Circuit. And without him, probably Cole Gilbert will probably be my second biggest inspiration on Super Circuit.
Cole, the first person to ever use ZZMT in Super Circuit.
Yep.
Because his DS was so worn down, or his D-pad was so worn down from playing Mario Kart DS.
Mine too.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah, wear and tear. And Cole also is the creator and webmaster of the World Record archive, or like a World Record history site.
Yeah,
Is that for all Mario Karts?
that's right. It is.
Yeah, that's a
And
crazy
also,
amount of work.
Also, Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
For the mini games, and also for F-Zero SNES, I think.
The domain is called mkwrs.com. WRs.com. Yeah. So,
I didn't know he's keeping track of Odyssey minigames.
Yeah, I think it's because he was very into the RC car minigame.
Yeah, it was funny when I played that game. I checked out the top of the leaderboards, and I saw Cole up there, and I thought, oh, that's quite. There was a few other names I recognised, sort of MK8 and MK7 names. It was just
there's also the Koopa free running in each of the worlds, which is it's very open to new strategies and such.
Right.
So it's had some interesting world record developments there that are tracked on the mkwrs.com domain.
How come he just tracks F-Zero SNES and not all the other F-Zeros? Is that because they have their own sites?
I think it's because someone, I don't remember who, compiled the history for F-Zero SNES. And actually, now that I check it, it's not just F-Zero SNES. It's also F-Zero X and F-Zero MV, which is one of the GBA games.
Oh, right. So
I think it really comes down to, which games have people actually gone through and compiled the history for.
Yeah, because it was a massive undertaking. I remember when you guys did it for SMK, it was just like trawling. Well, you particularly were just trawling through Yahoo groups.
Yeah, that's right. Carol also did some of that. But yeah, I'm still waiting on Cole actually to add world record ties for SMK.
Right. Okay. Cool. I told you, didn't I, recently that I dug out a few videos. Which I think.
Oh yeah, from your old computer.
Yeah, from my old computer, and I think, judging by some of them, I think Joe's KB1 5 lap. I think that it was like the earliest video, the earliest time with a video it would be with those ones, which is quite cool.
What was
like
the time on that? Do you remember?
Oh, I can't remember. No.
Okay, because I did a few of them all in a row. 4674 is what actually ended with. Yeah. So maybe it was that one.
It was
that one's on world record vids.
It is
a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough go for a while there.
Nice. Yeah.
So is your ironing board all right?
No, I don't think I have it anymore.
What?
That's sad
Oh,
news.
That's
But I'll
sad.
get it
sad
next year.
news.
What happened?
Well, I think it's a loss. I think it's lost. I'll probably get it. I'm probably gonna get a new iron board by my birthday.
I feel like I need, guys. I feel like I need some backstory here. Why are we talking about ironing boards?
This is sad and devastating news.
Because of Andy Lunding.
Shock.
Yeah.
And he mentioned the iron board.
Marius didn't know about this.
Mentioned the iron board, man.
Oh,
It's Mario Kart lore. Sorry,
Fenner,
Golf.
would you like to explain the story behind ironing boards?
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for the director's cut of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing the ironing board. I didn't know what Andy Lunding was talking about when he was mentioning the iron board at first, but when I thought about it, and I think the iron board referred to either my DS or my Game Boy Advance, because my D-pad was so flat, I can actually do like ZZMTs as probably a little better than Cole Gilbert, or about on par with the now Chris Wilde or something. And I've been like eating these world records back then. That was around 2011 at the time when this whole ironing board meme started, and probably like late 2011 or something. And after I got the world records, I hold them, and I was trying to defeat Sebastian Stammacher, aka Boom 3R, and because I was so I was like highly active and stuff. It's hard to explain, you know.
Wasn't there an actual ironing board involved?
Yeah.
Color me none the wiser. So it refers to your Pro ZZMT D-pad.
Yeah, my DS pad. Yes.
So yes, Fenner's DS. If you've ever seen a hand video of Fenner playing Mario Kart on his DS, his D-pad is extremely worn out to the point where the coloration of the gray original DS around his D-pad is completely gone. It's just all white. But also back in 2011, what Fenner was talking about, Andy Lundeen, aka Shock, went to visit him in North Carolina because they lived very close to each other at the time and still now. And they did one of the very first Mario Kart live streams. And so Shock went to visit Fenner at his house, and they did a live stream of themselves playing Super Circuit. And the camera that was shown on stream was of Fenner's room. And while they were playing, the entire time in the background, in the corner of the camera, there was an ironing board that was stood upright in the back the entire time. And that's how we as a community figured out that the source of Fenner's power was his ironing board.
It's the meme. It's just run and run.
Let me just throw one piece of inside information out there. Well, inside information. I don't know why I call it that, but from 2006, the first time I met any other karters was in London at Sami's place, and I think it was Matthew McCarthy.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
He had like a book which was called Extreme Ironing.
Wow.
And basically, it is people with ironing boards in extreme situations, like on mountaintops, on a moving train, on the bottom of the sea. That was the entire book. It was glorious. I thought
fantastic.
This somehow tied into that, but I guess not.
Shout outs to Matthew McCarty. Great
Sure.
guy.
Yeah.
It's been out of it for a decade, though. But
Yeah, but still.
I guess this begs
No,
the
not
question.
quite a decade. 2010.
This begs the question to Fenner: what extreme adventures have you taken your ironing board on?
Probably my adventure to maintain my #1 spot for Super Circuit, but all failed.
Do you still have world records in Super Circuit, actually?
No, I don't have any. Shock
Okay.
Shock ruined it for me.
He ruins many
And
things.
him.
No.
I think Lafango is in a similar position.
Crusher of dreams. Adrenaline Dean.
But I still got one world record.
Really?
Yep, and that's a Super Mario Kart, non-MBT.
Choco Island 2?
Really?
Yep, that was the only world record I got still.
Legit.
And that was
5 lap? 5 lap or flap?
5 lap. 106.40, and that was like 10 years ago.
Does the video still exist?
The video still exists
Okay.
on YouTube.
Is it online?
Oh yeah, you can go to my channel, Fenner Guy Reloaded. Support my channel and subscribe, by the way.
We will.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I already am subscribed.
Yeah.
Waiting for the battle mode footage.
And the T-Man show.
Oh yeah, the T-Man show. The new episode is going to be coming up probably today or tomorrow, and the battle mode I'm probably going to work on it today, while I do my homework and stuff.
Multitasking.
King of multitasking.
I love multitasking, man.
Multitasker extraordinaire. So, Terrence,
Yeah.
if you're gonna go to CDM 2019, are you going to be practicing for it? And are you going to be practicing it on PAL? What do you expect to get?
Oh yeah, I'll be practicing on power, right? And I'm also going to try and strive for at least the top 4 at least for time trial.
Overall?
Top 4 overall?
I'm gonna try and be.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
That's a big
ambitious.
target.
It's a little
Even Carol
ambitious.
can't do that.
Yeah.
It's good to be ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
How do you suppose you're gonna get to Europe?
That's the toughest question so far.
Right.
Because most
Is that
people
'cause plane-
they buy plane tickets, and I don't know what you're planning on doing.
But planes crashed,
Hopefully-
Joe.
Sure.
Hopefully they crowdfund things like this.
Well, if you plan early enough, it's not super expensive. It's the longer you wait, that's the more you pay then.
Honestly, we crowdfunded Eric Alden last year, and I think if you were to start a crowdfund, Terrence, you would probably reach the target in a matter of a few days. That's what I
I
expect.
think
Is
I
this
think
the start of
Anti-Star
the Ghetto Carter crowdfund to CTM?
I think it might be.
I'd donate to that, and I know Anti-Star would probably donate about £1 billion as well.
As will I. And Sami?
As enthusiastic
And
as I
Neo?
am about the idea, we do need some kind of assurance.
Yeah.
Fenner will actually go through with it, and if we
Yeah.
provide the funds for a plane ticket, that he'll actually take the plane, go to CDM.
Would you
And
do that,
also,
Fenner?
where's the local- Yeah, I'll probably do that if I do a crowdfund.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
We're
That's
gonna need to be a bit more certain for anyone to donate, I think.
yeah.
So if you somehow manage to raise the money for the plane ticket, would you go?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
You heard it
that's
here
better.
first, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Carthretics exclusive.
This is the
Hype.
start of something.
Breaking news.
Oh, Joe.
I got some walking money. Walking around money. Sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is a bombshell.
Out of curiosity, because it is important for this type of conversation. Have you taken the plane before, Fenner?
I did.
And you went to New York
Did it
this year,
suck?
right?
Yeah, New York. Well, actually, I went to a plane from Charlotte to Jersey City to go to New York.
Yeah,
They
so
have some kind of
you have taken the plane, all right. So you don't have like
Oh, yeah.
a phobia of planes or anything. You're all right with that.
Yes.
Good to know. That definitely helps reassure maybe the people, but at least myself, as to the viability of flying you out
Yeah.
to CDM.
Taking a train or a boat to France or to the Netherlands or to Europe in general, it's gonna be quite a big undertaking.
Yeah, especially when there's no trains from America to Europe. You'd have to make your own line.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nice.
But yeah, it'd be great to see you at CDM next year.
I'd love
Totally.
to see him. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
And if you
Massive
get top
need.
4 overall, even better.
I'm gonna try and be.
Top 4 overall for CDM. Would that be some sort of record, Lafungo?
No.
Yes.
I think Sami got top 4 at his first CDM.
Drew got second at his
Drew got
first, didn't he?
second, yeah, but
Drew
it's
got second. Yeah, it was
CDE.
technically CDE.
Okay.
but kind of Drew made it CDM because he is from the States. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Drew, can you confirm once and for all that you're not an alter ego of Drew?
For me?
Yeah.
No. I'm not an alter ego of Joe. No, Drew.
Okay.
That
I
being
am
said,
not-
That was the best answer possible.
I am not an alter ego of Drew.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. It's very
Oh,
reassuring.
just get Harvey on
Somewhat
Cartoon
south
next.
of, yeah.
Well, so we've confirmed that Fenner is definitely not a Drew alt.
Probably,
So now-
definitely, probably not.
All that's
not
left.
quite how I heard it, but okay.
All that's left
Speaking
is Harvey.
of Drew, there is an extra bit of news. He's just had a second baby.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh,
Congrats to Crystal and
congratulations.
Drew.
Yeah, congrats.
Wrench number 2.
Yeah, wrench number 2. And then he texts me actually. He texts me from time to time about his cryptocurrency shenanigans.
Same.
Yeah, and he said, I was like, oh, and congrats on the baby. He's like, yeah, but like
Yeah,
people,
with the crypto's down.
they put out hits for they put out hits on people for $300. That was
Yeah.
that's what I'd
Same
say.
thing, Zarkov actually happened to me. I texted him, congrats, and then he said thanks, and then 1 second later he posted a whole message about crypto.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say that he somewhat overestimates people's interest in crypto.
Yeah.
Because that's all he talked about at CDM as well. Whenever I said, "Oh, hey Drew, it's been a long time." Yeah, the crypto's been bugging me the last few days. Yeah. Okay.
So do you have any bitcoins, Terrence?
Bitcoins?
Yeah, or cryptocurrency?
I've heard of it, but I never tried it yet.
Stay that way, I guess.
Yeah, if you haven't tried it yet,
Don't
keep it
knock
like
it.
that.
Yeah, don't knock it, man.
Terrence, is there anything you want to talk about? Let's try it this way for a second.
So, have you heard about the newest Smash Bros. Ultimate game going to be releasing around December?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm planning on buying that game, but well, I already pre-ordered it, but I'm probably gonna take my time with depositing it.
I know Lafango is gonna get it, and he's gonna force me to play it.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
When he found out that there was a Switch in his household, he was like, "Oh boy, that's very convenient because then I can play Smash Ultimate, and gonna have to play with me."
Yeah, and I don't have to buy my own Switch.
But
Oh yeah.
well, Carol secretively has been waiting to get into a fighting game for like the better half of his life. It's just never happened.
But Super Mario Kart is the best fighting game on the SNES.
And he's not very good at it though.
Yeah, Razor style. Also, what happened to the SNES OT? It got discontinued. Speaking of Super Mario Kart, yeah,
That's a good question.
what
Sort of
happened to
died.
SNES OT?
Fizzled out, didn't it? Really, people stopped playing,
Yeah.
and then he got hacked, didn't it? I remember he got hacked, and
Yeah, that was
he never
the
started.
death of SNES.
Damn
Yeah.
Brazilians.
Damn Brazilians, exactly.
Or is that actually
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I think Zot as well, Zotic, the guy who ran it, he lost a lot of interest in it as well because he met a girl online and he moved to the States to be with her, and he just didn't. I don't think he had much time for it anymore. It all sort of happened at once, didn't it?
He met a girl and then he lost interest. Isn't that the
Yeah,
story you always have?
Yeah.
Just put a whip in here somewhere, Carol, in the post edit for the decut. Whips and wrenches. All right. Also, let me just get a last question in there. When is the Fenner guy stream starting up on Twitch?
Oh man, that one is another long question.
Oh.
Probably like I was planning on doing so probably around after Veterans Day or something.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they're European, so they don't know what that means.
Okay, Veterans Day is like November 13th at least. No, November 12th. It's an American thing.
Why does that date matter in this question?
Probably because I'll be moving like over a month soon. After that, after I get all settled up, and I'll still be in Charlotte, but I'll probably be in Southeast Charlotte. But I'm probably going to be like, after I pack everything, I'm probably going to get ready to do some Twitch. Get ready to do some Twitch. to just get set it up.
That'll be a day to remember.
How about it?
Yeah.
Because you still have it, right? Your capture card? You still have it?
Yeah, I still got my cheap one.
So, Fenner guy on Twitch come Veterans Day?
Yeah.
Probably.
So actually, Sarkov.
Yep.
Maybe now is the moment to tell the story about your Swedish/French garbage-smelling guy, because it's been a while.
We're gonna end on that note.
Would be appropriate.
I hope I have some key points or whatever it's called. What's it called?
Bullet points?
Bullet points. That's the one. Because it's been a while, huh? So I'll try. I was down to the local store. I go inside to get something, and on my way inside, I see a bike with like 2 bags on the side. Like on the side of the back wheel, there's a bag on each side. And on one side, it said Kirkenes, which is like the northernmost part of Norway, and Gibraltar, which is the southernmost part of Europe.
Right.
Yeah, so it said that on one side. On the other side, it was the name of the guy and his Twitter handle or something. So I went into the store, came back out, and I sat in my car for a couple of minutes because I was going to make a call before I drove off. And while I'm on the phone, the owner of the bike comes out from the store and gets on his bike, and he's sort of faffing about, walking back and forth, and it seems uneasy. And this is the kind of it takes a special guy to drive a bicycle from the tip of Europe from north to south. But he comes over to the car because he needs something. So he sees me sitting in the car. He comes over and he says, "Hello, do you speak Norwegian?" Yeah, I do. And he tells me he's from Sweden and has been biking for a bit, for a couple of weeks or months or whatever. He's been taking his sweet time, not even through Norway yet. Going to Gibraltar. So look up on a map, people from America. This is it's a schlep. And he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna go out. Do you have cigarette rolling paper?" So I'm like, okay, I've been through this before. I have long hair and I look like a guy who smokes a lot of weed, I guess. Yeah, because he had gotten some weed for free in his previous town he went through. So he just wondered if I had some paper so we could make a joint for his trip. And I'm like, well, sorry, dude. Rolling tobacco is not a thing in Norway anymore, but yeah, good luck to you. But he said basically that's sort of why the trip had taken a long time. Because he only enjoyed biking when he was a bit stoned. So he would run out of weed and then stay a long time in a small town looking for more. So this guy is never going to make it, obviously.
No.
Yeah, I wish I had the Twitter handle because I would like to follow this slow sludge of a journey.
That's sounds like Luigi EO, but more complicated.
Yeah. Well, this guy was not your athlete type. Let's put it that way.
Right. I think if he did ever make it to Amsterdam, he could just hoard on a whole load and make it.
Yeah,
but
that's probably his end game goal anyway.
Yeah, he's never gonna leave that city.
But let me also point out, this was not a normal bike. This was one of those electric bikes.
Oh wow, he's cheating?
Yeah. So
what's the point?
It's such a very, very strange ordeal. Anyway, that is
a strange story.
That's part of the story I remember. It's been such a long time. It's more than a month. So I wish him the best. So there we go. Stone Swedish bicyclist.
I guess he smelled bad too. Is that what you're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hadn't had a shower.
Yeah.
This is what led Mole to conclude that he may have been French.
Yes, that's true. Because Mole asked, did he smell? And I said, well, yeah, but we were also standing next to the garbage outside the store. And Mole explained, no, that's how French people smell, so it wasn't the garbage at all.
Let me just
It's a
state
bit
for the
wrong.
record that Mole is trolling.
Yeah. Probably fair to make a point out
French
of that.
people smell like cheese. No.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, I think we've gone through all that we want and more today, guys.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
we got what we wanted.
Lafongo and Terrence, thanks for joining us. It's cool.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
having us. Tune in to twitch.tv/Lafongo and twitch.tv/SMK_machine.
We had a few really good.
Shameless.
Project Timmy
We had some
2.0.
really good races today, actually.
If you would all kindly join me in saying goodbye, I'll catch you some other time, okay?
You.
Yeah, goodbye.
See ya.
Everybody have a
Bye.
great one.
Bye, dude.
Peace.
Bye.